me to show. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Hang on. Is it? Hang on. Let me make sure I can hear myself before we get started. Let me just make sure of this. Testing, testing. Can anyone hear me? 1, 2, uno, dos. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Let me go live on my. Let me check my Twitch on my cell phone. Make sure we got this situated. Ooh, I have to turn this music down. Oh my goodness me, I do certainly apologize. But hello, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the UTLR Cup Series. My name is HD Morton. You might be wondering, where's INF Captain Raid at this weekend? Oh, my good buddy INF, he is taking a much-needed vacation. He's done an insanely amazing job broadcasting these races for you guys every Wednesday night. And so I'm taking the reins this week for the Auto Club Super Speedway race. So bear with me tonight. I have not broadcasted in quite some time, but it is something I thoroughly enjoy doing, so I'm happy to be right back in the saddle. And I hope you guys enjoy yourself as much as I'm about to enjoy myself this evening. Auto Club is a very fun track. We know how big it is, 2 miles. We got 18 machines geared up, ready to go to get rolling. Just a few races left before the playoffs. So it's going to be interesting to see, can anybody not I guess fluke their way in, but sneak their way in. Get a sneaky dub, someone below the cut line or right on the fringe. Can they sneak themselves into the playoffs? I'm going to read you guys the lineup right quick as our good friend UTLR Storm has displayed for us. Give me 1 second, please. Alrighty, we are all good. So tonight for Auto Club, your lineup is Tomato on the pole with LRS alongside him. Row 2, you have Mole and SP. Row 3, Deport Eddie and Dusty Stud. Row 4, Irate Pluto and Mountain Ranger. Row 5, High Road and VFL Hack. Row 6, Crimson Sniper and Drake. Row number 7, Flash Champ and Dr. Clater. Row number 8, you have Ardeni, who I believe is not missing tonight, so that slots up Loadbroke and Storm into row 8. Row number 9, you have Brad and Kenny. So 18 guys on tap tonight for the Auto Club Motor Speedway race. Oh, it's going to be a good show. 100 laps of racing. Let's get this thing started, why don't we? First off, let me start us off with... Let me ride on board with my good buddy SP here for the opening laps. He's starting in 4th, so we're going to follow along with him. And tonight, big addition I did not mention. Guys competing in the light speed dash will be Pluto, LRS, Brad, Hack, Clater, and Loadbroke. So the winner of that gets a big 15 playoff points, if I am not mistaken. If I am mistaken, I will be corrected as soon as this is over. However, we are here. The 18 guys are suited up. We are ready to go racing. Green flag at the Auto Club Motor Speedway. Right along board with SP going into 1, the 17 of Tomato getting out to the lead, and Mole, a little bit of a push into LRS on that outside lane as an open door for the 7 car of Deport Eddie to slide his way into 3rd place. Whoa, big contact, 3 wide through the field already. SP, Dusty, 4 wide even between Ranger, Dusty, and a couple others. Pluto in that 9 car getting way down there, gonna get himself a couple of spots. SP falling through the order just like that, quick and easy. Lost about 5 spots already. After the first lap, Tomato is going to lead the first lap of absolute carnage here. And we still got 99 more of these things. Well, 98 more of these things to go, ladies and gentlemen, so it's going to be a good show. Following along here with LRS in the 43 car, competing in that light speed dash that I have aforementioned. This is critical for him. It's critical for him to boost his chances in the playoffs. There he goes inside of the 24 car of Mole. He's going to slot himself into second place. Very good move there by LRS. Why don't we take a look back through the field? Got Mole sitting in third. Tomato, your leader. Let's follow along with Flash. He's had to fight through what looks to be hell and high water through a mid-pack here. I want to assume it's about the 9th or 10th place position, pushing the 48 of Hack. Going back into turn 1, Alex on his outside. No move can be made there. You can carry the middle to outside lane at Auto Club well if you know what you're doing. Never mind, Alex got a little bit of draft from Hack. He's going to make it work. He's going to stick it to the inside of Hack. No, he's going to stay in line. And the 21 of Clater, oh my goodness. What an absolute run from him. Carried the draft of the demigods to gain 5 spots. What an absolute move by Clater. He's chug-a-lugging through the field. I have to give a little clap, a little clap for that. That was impressive. It was very, very, very impressive. How about that? Alrighty, we're following along 99 now of Crimson Sniper as we got a little bit of action for the lead. Excuse me, let me see if I can get up there as quickly as I can. We're going to follow along with Dusty's point of view of the lead, sitting in the 6th position right now. He's got a bird's eye view of all this. Front row ticket. Pluto now to the inside of his teammates. In the 5 car and the 24 car, Mountain Ranger in the 5 and the 24 are occupied by points leader, Mole in the hole. Pluto's going to get it done in the 3rd. He too competing in that light speed dash. And LRS to the outside of Tomato for the lead. Dusty pushing Pluto on the inside. They're going to go 3 wide into the 1st corner. Pluto underneath Tomato. Going to be side by side. Tomato going to wash up the track just a little bit. Pluto going to try to split the middle. Not Pluto, excuse me. That is Dusty Stud trying to split the middle. They might be 3 wide for a moment. Oh! Black kick by Tomato. Right into the 43 of LRS. He lost a big little chunk of time from that. My goodness. I'm sorry if I'm losing my voice already. There's a lot of action going on. We're only about 5 laps into it. Got a little bit of action back here between the 1 of Storm gets hit. A little bit of help from his teammate, but nice little slide in the grass to save it. Gonna lose a big chunk of spots, but he'll stay in the draft most likely, thankfully. And poor High Road. I don't know what happened to him, but this poor guy is by his lonesome in the 18th position. I feel really, really bad for this guy. A couple weeks ago, he gets messed up by his Uber Eats order in NVRA, and now he comes here. He can't even last 3 laps in the draft. Can we get an F in the chat for High Road, please? F in the chat for a very cool, very nice guy in High Road. Back up to the lead pack we go. I'm going to try to follow along with the 2nd place car, Pluto. Technical difficulties. Tomato to the inside for the lead. Nice move there, but he's going to stick it on the inside of Dusty. Dusty's going to hold Sir on the outside. You're going to have a big train of people coming these. Gonna do the best I can, people. Gonna do the best that I can right now. I certainly apologize for what is taking place. At the 12 of Drake going to go his way to the lead. What a move by him. Drake on that inside line. Let me see if I can get up to him. Excuse me, one. There he is. Dusty and a couple others following along on the outside now. Right along. I have to be a little bit quieter. I certainly do apologize. We have the 47 of Dusty right back to the lead. Pluto on his outside. There we go. The 9 car of Pluto to the outside now. I'm doing through the technical difficulties right now. I'm not going to elaborate further. I do apologize if I have to stop talking at certain times. I'm going to try my best here, gentlemen and ladies, obviously. So please bear with me. Nice move there by Ranger to the inside. Going to go to the inside of Dusty and Pluto for the lead. He's going to make it stick most likely. Very nice move by Ranger. Can he hold on to it? Pluto's going to maybe try to help Dusty on that outside lane. A little bit of contact between the 47 and the 5 car. A little bit of, I guess, the dust has settled. Pun intended. The dust settled for the battle for the lead there, but they're still going at it. 2 wide, 2 rows deep, 3 rows deep even. I believe SP and Mole right behind these 4 are 2 wide, and yes, they are. Ranger side by side. Oh, he gets a little washed up. Dre gonna go to the inside. 3 wide now for the race lead. Mole on the outside gonna go with Dusty and Pluto. Pluto gonna go right back to the inside of the 47 car. Very, very nice moves being made all around for the race lead, all through the pack. Speaking of all through the pack, why don't we check out what's going on in the middle to the back of the pack. Jockeying around for spots all over the place. Auto Club. Absolutely insane racetrack here. A lot of fun to race at these next-gen cars. It is a shame that we no longer will get this type of racing here at Auto Club. It is a shame that the big 2-mile speedway has been taken down and basically been neutered, in a sense. Just a half-mile short track. It's very unfortunate. While I do hope the short track will produce good racing, we're going to miss the very beloved 2-mile speedway, affectionately titled Fontana. Enough about this sentimental mess about the Auto Club Super Speedway. Seems like everybody's starting to sort things out. 2 lines being formed on the far outside, and just a couple guys by themselves on the inside. That being Drake and Ranger. Now Hack and the 48 car going to pull down on that inside line. Oh, see if we can't get a little further up the field. The 2 teammates at Trackhouse working together, as you saw when Storm and Crimson Sniper. The 2 teammates at Petty GMS, the 42 and the 43, they have found themselves yet again. Seems like they never, ever get separated. They always seem to find each other, don't they? Like 2 peas in a pod. It's actually pretty impressive. Now you got Pluto. Let me see if I can't get up there. This is better. Got Pluto and Dusty going at it again, side by side for the lead. Mole and Hack right behind them, the 2 Hendrick teammates. 3 of the 4 Hendrick cars in the top 4 right now. The only one left out of the bloop is Ranger, just a few spots back. He was battling up here the first couple laps, so he'll find his way back up here very easily, I would like to presume. Thankfully, I have myself a bottle of water, so I can take a quick sip and regather my thoughts for a second. Excuse me. Pit stops have to be made. A lot of pit stops. Whoa, the 9 of Pluto. I believe he just missed pit road. No, he got it. Oh, the grass completely. Big chunk of the field on pit road. Let's follow the cars that did not pit. 1 car of Storm already pitted. Quite a few cars pit. Let me see who stayed out. I believe SP and Mole, a couple of the only cars that stayed out. Let's ride along from the TV cam. Let me see if I can't get a better POV pulled up on my Twitch channel. On my personal Twitch, why don't we? Let me see if I can't do that. And Mole and the leaders, they come in. Let's follow along with the guys that just pitted. Where will they cycle out at? I'm going to follow along with... We'll follow along with Dusty Stud. I believe he was not the leader, but he was up there. Yes, as you see, Luke, or LRS, affectionately titled LRS, he was up there with Pluto and Dusty, a couple of the top 5 cars that came in. Where will they cycle out compared to Mole and D-Port? And even SP. Will going a lap later mean something more? We are about to find out right here as the car is getting ready to come back around. The pit cyclers, they are exiting pit road. They're going to lose some time. I don't know how much, but they're definitely going to lose some time. Staying out the extra lap was not worth it, it doesn't seem like. As LRS, Pluto, and Dusty just fly on by. Mole murders. He's the first to join. He was not completely up to speed either. That's going to swap the field out. They're going to go 2 rows abreast, side by side, to get around him, and they will. We're about to be 3 wide for the lead up here. Dusty and Pluto side by side, and LRS thought about going the third. Excuse me. Yes, Pluto and LRS were side by side for the lead. Dusty tried a third lane way on the outside. Didn't quite work, though. He's going to follow in line and all in line with Pluto. He's going to split the outside. Now we might have a 3-wide entry into turn 1. Luke, LRS going to back off. Pluto going to go right to that inside. They're going to be side by side again for the lead. Luke hanging on to these two. Drake just back there in fourth. Not too far away, leading the second group. I think they can catch this front three. And to the outside of him goes Ranger in that 5 car. Storm in the 1, and the 99, and the 24. They're in a pack. They're all getting squirrely-whirly back there. Just a couple laps to go in the stage. I'm assuming. I do not know because my Twitch is acting up on my cell phone. I'm going to try to situate that as quickly as I can humanly possible. So, I'm going. Let me just ask the drivers real quick what a lap count is. Excuse me. Lap count. I'm awaiting a lap count. Excuse me. I'm awaiting a lap count. In the meantime, they're still battling throughout the field. 3 wide. Actually, not 3 wide, but 3 in line for the race lead. Laps to go on the stage. Be wary of that. 11 laps to go on the stage. Oh, a heartbreaker. Drake up there in the front with those guys. He lagged out. That is unfortunate. That is really unfortunate. Drake was having a good start to his night. That is insanely unfortunate for Drake. Man. He was in 4th place. He was chasing down this front pack. With that being said, the show must go on. 10 laps to go on the stage now. You got Dusty. You got LRS. You got Pluto in that top 3. Ranger and Mole make up the 4th and 5th place positions. And just further back of them, they have Clater and Flash Champ in that 18 car. Now Mole goes to the inside of Ranger. He's going to make the move. He's going to slot right in front of his teammate, and Flash going to follow Clater along. He's going to try to go inside, go outside, try to pass him. He's just better off, you know what, I'll stick in line with him. And Flash does just that. He's even going to follow him into turn 1. Battles all throughout the field. Now, field did get spaced out a little bit because of pit stops. The guys that pitted later in Mole, SP, and D-Port did not look like it benefited them at all. Now, the guys that pit together, being Dusty, Pluto, LRS, Clater, those guys benefited greatly. I believe Clater gained quite a few spots. Luke, Dusty, and Pluto, they're still in the top 3 itself. So yeah, good for them. 8 laps to go in the stage now. A lot of dicing, a lot of jockeying for this in the top 3, excuse me. As I have aforementioned, I have not broadcasted in quite some time. I am trying my best. If you guys are enjoying the show, that is good. Thank you. I'm trying my absolute best. I have a passion for this. So, if you guys are enjoying the stream, please make sure to tune in every Wednesday night if you want to see more Cup Series action. If you want to see more Truck Series and Xfinity Series action, you can tune in Tuesday nights when fit for Truck Series, Thursday nights when fit for Xfinity Series action. Also, our F2 series is just actually a month into its inception. That will happen every Monday night until the season is over. Monday night, 9 p.m. Eastern. Normal times that UTLR, like the NASCAR series runs. So, if you guys want an F2 series to watch for, tune in. It is a very, very fun time. Having raced in it, having part, ownership of it. It's actually a very, very fun series. I'm very happy to be a part of it and to own a piece of it. It looks like the battle for the lead is stalled out. Everyone's just playing follow the leader right now. Coming, I believe, 6 laps to go. I might have to confirm that just to be sure. 43 of LRS. Dropping a little bit compared to the top 2 in Pluto and Dusty. Remember, the Lightspeed Dash contenders, Pluto is the highest one in that number 9 car in the second position. LRS is second in the Lightspeed Dash. It doesn't do you good to be second. You gotta be first. As Dusty and Pluto have completely checked out on their own now. Just by their lonesome. Unbelievable. Crimson, the 99 car, he had to pit. That's unfortunate. He had some damages about him. Maybe you have... I think you have to pit again. You have to pit again. Some guys might try and save. I believe what the 43 of LRS is doing, I believe he's saving. Yeah, I believe he's saving. Because you have to pit twice in this first stage. So, interesting pit strategies being played right now. I'm a fan of it. Seems like the 47 and the 9 are just going... You're just going dead at it. They're not worried about saving. I think they're both pitting this time, actually. Yes, they are. The 2 leaders, the 47 and the 9 car, they drop in. Dusty, Stud, and the 47, the 9 of Irate Pluto. They drop in from the lead. A few other guys tack in behind them. That is Hack in the 48 and the 5 of Mountain Ranger. A lot of guys on track slowing up, staying out. A few of them, one of them being the 43 of LRS. He is saving quite a few as our league owner, Alex. UTLR Storm, he lagged out quite some time ago as well. I hate that fun. I hate that for our boy Alex. Unless he's pitting and I'm just stupid. I'm just going to sit here and make sure he actually is I'm just going to make sure. Okay, he would have been out by now. I believe he actually did lag out. That is unfortunate. Anywho, back to the racing action. Let's see if we can't find our good buddy LRS. He looks to be saving an absolute boatload of fuel. He is dropping way, way down on the speed charts. He was up in the top 3. Now he's barely barely inside the top 10. In fact, he might be out of the top 10, but he's saving fuel. So he might be he might be benefiting here. He only has to make one pit stop. So interesting to see how this will play out. Let me make sure that we have a few laps to go. I'm trying with my Twitch. I apologize. We have Mole in the lead. Just a few laps to go in the stage. I believe we're coming to the final lap of the stage. I'm going to have to try to situate this Twitch thing as quickly as humanly possible. You know what? I myself am going to just make an alternate account just so I can view the stream. Let me just do that. I'm going to just make myself a quick account to ensure... I'm going to make myself an account just so I can view our good buddy SP stream. I believe we're on the final lap as Mole and a few others are saving. We're just going straight at it. Kenny looks like he's just racing to get his lap back on Mole. Mole saving. Around 3 and 4 is Mole. And he's slowing up. He's going to go high. And he won the stage. I apologize for not knowing the lap count, guys. But that is completely on my fault. But your stage winner, playing a good fuel strategy, would be Mole in the hole in the 24 car. Bringing the first stage home of the night. Little bit of tensions going on in the voice chat. Just a few tensions, but you know what? It's quite alright. Quite alright, ladies and gentlemen. Quite alright. I personally invite tensions. I think tension's fun. Getting ready to start stage numero dos now. I'll actually myself have a much better gauge on who the who the leaders are, who's saving, and who's actually up front. Yeah, we're definitely having a couple of, a little bit of salt on the wounds being thrown inside of the Discord chat right now. Anywho, back to the racing. Stage numero dos, number 2 at Auto Club Motor Speedway. We have Mole in the lead on the inside. SP in the 42 car on the outside. We're going green in stage 2 at Auto Club. SP slides low. He's gonna slide low. Gonna go to the inside of Mole into turn 1 already. SP getting aggressive right off the bat, and I respect it. What a move by SP to the inside of Mole. He's going to try to take the lead off of it. And for now, he might have it done. He has no help behind him. However, Mole has the help of the 7 of Deport and the 47 of Dusty Stud. But Mole's going to slide high. Deport's going to slide to the middle. They're going to be 3 wide, maybe. No, they're 3 abreast behind Mole. Mole slides through the middle. Going to get the job done. Going to reclaim the lead is Mole. What man, a lot of jockeying for position going on. I love it. This is why I enjoy Auto Club, guys. Ooh, a little bit of contact being made throughout the field. SP brushes into the 5 of Ranger. Jockeying all over the place. Ladies and gentlemen, I will have to create myself a brand new email just so I can view a Twitch stream. Welcome to the US of A. Anywho, right back to it. SP off the start, started in second. Made a move at Mole in the first lap in it. Didn't seem to pay off for him. He's lost a few spots. Now he's going to slide all the way to the outside. I is lonesome. You can make the outside work at Auto Club if you're really talented enough. And he looks like he's going to make a few spots out of it. Nice move by SP. Follow along with a different driver. Let's follow along with Kenny, back of the pack. I believe he is a lap down. He might have gotten the free pass position. I could be wrong, though. I believe Kenny got the free pass position. He was the first car lap down. Gonna ride along with Pluto. Hood cam on Pluto. Right on board with him as he navigates through the treacherous part of the front pack. He's in the 7th position right now. LRS on his outside, going right to the back of Mole. Into 1 they go. Pluto pushes it right into Tomato. There are 2 abreast, about 5 rows deep here. Pluto gonna go to the inside, gonna make it 3 wide in the 3rd row of the pack. He's gonna send it, not send it, but he's gonna slide it a little bit deep. He's gonna get underneath his teammate Ranger. He's gonna back off, and he's gonna push him. Couple spots made there by Pluto. He's making hay while the sun is shining right now. Just getting 3 spots on that maneuver. What a job by the 9 car of Pluto. Following along into 1 is Ranger now. Is the leader of that inside line. Dusty Stud controls the outside and the middle effectively. Pluto getting a little bit of contact from the 17 of Tomato. And now Ranger slots right back in front of him. And they are couple cars coming to the outside of these 2 teammates. The 17 of Tomato slots to the outside. SP way to the outside. Deport and Dusty Stud 1-2 right now, pushing each other. It's Chevys, the first 5 cars. The first 4, Tomato in the 6th position. The first Toyota is quite a ways back. The first Toyota being High Road. And High Road's teammate Flash right behind him. And they're battling for who's the best of the. And they're battling for who's best of the JGR drivers. How about that? Brad with a big push to the 9 of Pluto. Brad gonna ship Pluto down the back straightaway into 3 as Dusty controls the lead right now with Pluto in 2nd, in 3rd being SP. Pluto on his own on the inside. They're jockeying around again, as you tend to do at Auto Club. Mole around the outside of Pluto. He's going to try to make it work 2 wide between the teammates. And this front 3 is getting away. If they keep this up, the front 3 is going to get away. As LRS going to give a big shunt to Mole, who's getting shunted by the 19 of High Road. A big three-man tandem. They're going to fly right by Pluto. No help from behind. Mole back into that 4th position. You're wondering, your dash drivers. Let me make sure I'm saying this right. Your Lightspeed dash drivers. Pluto is fighting LRS in the Lightspeed dash. They're neck and neck with each other. And Brad's right behind them. He's also part of the Lightspeed dash. So the 3 of your Lightspeed dash drivers, nose to tail, 5th, 6th, and 7th right now. As everyone's seeming to start single filing their way. Starting to single file their way around, it looks like. Move still being made. Mole thought about peeking to the inside. He's going to stay in line. He's going to get the draft off of SP. He's going to try to slide low in the 1. SP thought about it. No, Mole's going to stick right with him. Mole in that 4th position, obviously. I do apologize for that. I'm dealing with a lot of things right now, but I'm doing the best I can, guys. Thank you for bearing with me. Thank you for your undivided attention and also your unwavering patience. Back to the action. We're good. We are good. The 19 of High Road and the 18 of Flash, the 2 Toyota boys, they're trying to get rid of this Chevy, I guess, powerhouse in the front right now. The top. This big first pack is all Chevys, with the only non-Chevys being these 2 drivers in their 2 Toyotas. Pluto peeks to the inside of our good buddy LRS. He thinks better of it. He's going to wait. Flash going to look to the inside of Pluto. The draft going to prevail. Going to prove too strong No draft help at Auto Club is like immense pain. A lot. And I mean a lot of draft is needed when it comes to Auto Club. Wow, big stack up. High Road, a big shunt to the back of Pluto. Let's see if we can't get a little closer to this battle for the lead, why don't we? Now we're following along my good buddy Hack. Good. Let's see if I can't get a better vantage point. Here we go. Good old SP. I only had to hit a couple buttons, but it's okay. We're going to follow along with SP in the 3rd place position. We're going to go hood cam with him, see what it's like being in the 3rd place position in Auto Club. And personally, I think being in the lead at Auto Club, one of the hardest, and I mean one of the hardest tracks to lead at. Auto Club, when you're up there by yourself having to defend so many lanes of guys that can pass you at any given moment, you're up high, you got to defend low. You're down low, you got to defend high. So tough to be a leader at Auto Club. But that's what makes it fun. That is what makes Auto Club fun. That's why it's one of my favorite tracks. So unpredictable. So much fun to race at. I wish I was racing this tonight, but I wanted to give you guys a good quality show in the booth, so I'm trying to do you guys the best service possible. My good buddy INF, if you're watching, I hope you're enjoying your vacation, my man. Can't wait to have you back next week. Because, dadgummit, this is hard. I forgot how hard broadcasting a Cup race was. I've been out of the saddle. But it's fun. I will admit, it's a lot of fun. I'll have to assume pit strategy and pit stops will be coming sooner rather than later. We are hitting that time frame. Follow along with the 2nd place car and Ranger. And speak of the devil. Pit stops are happening. The 47 and the 5, the first 2 to slide in. Oh, and Ranger missed pit road. He's going to wreck by his lonesome. Missing pit road is Ranger. Looks like another car missed as well. That would be the 6 of Hamp Wallets. That being Beeson. My goodness. That's unfortunate. 2 guys wrecked entering pit road, but I believe since they were not in the same incident, there is no caution, so we will keep it rolling here. I think every other leader's going to slide right into the pit lane this time. We're going to follow along with Pluto and SP as they both come in. Yes, Pluto getting late on the brakes, and he's going to benefit from it. Or is he? Wow, Pluto just lost a lot of time by getting on the brakes late. My goodness. Okay, we are going to follow along with guys that did just come out. We'll follow along with Dusty Stud. He just came out. He was the leader when he came in, so we'll see how beneficial it is to pit late, or to pit early over pitting late. We will see, ladies and gentlemen. Dusty and Stud. The Dusty Stud and the 47 car coming back around. Going to follow along on the hood cam as all the big leaders come out. It doesn't seem like it's going to be a big time gain, but he will get ahead of the 43 and the 42 of SP and LRS, so that is one thing. I'm trying to sign into a Twitch account so I can, so I can actually end up, being able to view this Twitch stream. So, again, thank you guys for bearing with me and having your unwavering patience. You guys are amazing. You guys make this happen. I'm just a guy that's calling this race. You guys are tuning in. You're helping the league out. You're doing everyone that is a part of this league a great service. We cannot thank you guys enough. Anywho, with that being said, let's get back to the action, why don't we? Big, as again, the pack gets spread out on these pit stops. As Dusty, with the undercut, has got himself quite the sizable lead. I would assume it's about a second. At least if I can't get into this second pack right here. Here we are. Not quite in the second pack. Where's that second pack at? Here's that second pack. SP and High Road, the first two. SP and High Road leading that second pack on their lonesome. They have a help as well, not on their lonesome. Excuse me. They have help with our good buddy LRS in that 43 car. That is your second, third, and fourth place guys right now. Anywho, as they're making moves now for the second position. High Road going to drop behind these guys, or is he? He's going to battle back on the outside. You cannot defeat the power of teammates and friendship. Or in this case, you can attempt to and die trying, which I believe High Road lost 2 spots by trying to. But all credit to him, he's following 2 of the best guys. He's following probably 2 of the fastest guys in the league or in the Cup Series right now. So 2 good hands to follow. Dusty's on a hot streak. He won Phoenix in the Cup Series a couple weeks ago. He won the Talladega finale in the Truck Series a couple weeks ago. The same race that I managed to pull off an ungodly feat and end my 111-point deficit into a positive. And now I am in the Truck Series playoffs. So quick little clap. Okay, self-love is done. This isn't about me. Anywho, let's see if we can't scroll through the field here, see what battles are happening throughout the pack. Excusez-moi. Mole, Clater, and Flash, they're their 3 little trio. Looks like there's just a lot of trios. A lot of trios. Oh yeah, they are catching Dusty at the front. They're catching Dusty at the front. The 42, the 43, and the 19, they work together. Dusty gonna fade high. Looks like he invites the competition. They're gonna close in on him quite easily, might I say. They're closing in on him quite quickly. Goodness me. It's actually starting to get pretty heated for the lead as Dusty drops to 4th place. I am sidetracked as can be. I thoroughly apologize yet again as the lead now switches hands. SP leading for, I believe, the first time of the night. Dusty Stud, the 47, drops all the way to 4th. He's going to follow along in these guys' draft. I think we'll have ourselves in their save situation. their saving fuel situation. Which I'm actually invited for. As much as a lot of people groan and moan about the probability of saving fuel, I personally enjoy it. I think fuel saving is quite a lot of fun. Brings out the skill in some drivers. I myself had to save fuel in Stage 2 at Phoenix. It netted me a 3rd place in that stage. So, kudos to that. That was actually a lot of fun to do. I think if this front 4 keeps jockeying, Mole, Clater, and Flash might have a chance to catch him. They're gaining, very marginally at that, but they are in fact gaining. I would not count those 3 guys out. Should we stay green and caution free, I would not count those guys out whatsoever. Yeah, Dusty's dropping back just a little bit. He's trying to hang on to the draft as much as he can. Trying to have to save fuel, because obviously the thing with these next-gen cars, nearly impossible to save fuel in at big tracks like this. Your best bet, hang in the draft, flutter the throttle as much as you can. Hanging in the draft is the biggest part of it. Going about half, 3/4 throttle, hugging the draft, you're going to save a little bit of fuel marginally. You're going to save a marginal amount of fuel. You do what LRS did in the first stage and just float it, float it, float it, float it. You could save fuel that way too, but at the same time, you lose quite a bit of time that way. Either way you slice it, fuel saving is critical. Very impossible to do in these cars, like I've been said. Really easy at road courses because you can just keep it in 5th gear, but at big tracks, it's one of the hardest things to do. And I commend the people that are able to save fuel in these cars, because saving on a controller, I enough could tell you. It's pretty difficult. But, yeah. We got the top 4 now. It's just these 4 guys. And the second pack, for those of you just tuning in, we have a second pack. Or a second trio, I should say. Okay, thank the Lord. I pulled up a Twitch, guys. Let's go. So due to on SP's side of things, he has only about 4 laps of fuel remaining. So 4 laps of fuel remaining for SP, sitting at about 3. We have 3 to go in the stage, so everybody should be good on fuel. 3 to go in the stage now. LRS leading, SP in 2nd, the 43 of Dusty Stud in 3rd, and the High Road battled back from actually a pretty bad stage 1, might I say, to put himself into the 4th position. Going into 3 and 4 a couple more times in stage 2. LRS going to command the inside line. That was a mouthful to say. Excusez-moi. But yeah, coming to 2 to go now. 8 more turns in the 2nd stage. High Road going to peek to the inside of the 47. Nothing doing for him. Actually, there might be something doing for him. Dusty's going to slide high. He's going to let him go. No, he's not. Dusty's going to slot back in front. High Road cannot complete the move. LRS and SP, the 2 teammates, pushing each other. Like I've aforementioned, LRS in that light speed dash. He needs these playoff points for the light speed dash. He's sitting pretty, I wouldn't say uncomfortably, but he's fairly close to that cut line. Fairly close on that cut line. He is actually 5th on the cut line for the playoffs. He's 6th in the points right now, but at the same time, any amount of playoff points help. And the final lap of the stage is commenced on us. LRS first, 2nd is SP, like we've already said 20 times. SP going to slide to the inside. He's going to go for the stage win against his teammate. SP going to the inside of 3. Let's see if we can't get a vantage point from LRS as he tries to defend. To the outside he goes of his teammate. They're going to be 2 abreast, 2 rows deep, side by side between the teammates. And LRS is going to get the advantage and get the first place in the 2nd stage. How about that? Unfortunate circumstance for High Road. I believe he ran out of fuel. That's why he dropped off a cliff so quickly at the end. So yes, your winner of the stage, LRS. Big positive for him. Your top 10, LRS, SP, Dusty Stud, Mole, Flash, Clater, High Road, Pluto, Brad, and Tomato. Rounding out the top 10 in stage numero dos. This gives me a time to consume my water. Because boy, do I need it. That feels good. That feels quite good on my throat. Getting ready for the final stage. This is a long haul. There's no sprinting about this. Stage 3 at Auto Club. Here we go. Green flag underway. The final stage at Auto Club Motor Speedway. I still don't know if it's Motor Speedway. Oh, it's Super Speedway. I've raced at Auto Club for so many years. Oh, it's just Speedway. I've raced at Auto Club for so many years, and I just found out it's just Speedway. It's no motor, and it's no super. Wow. I'm actually pretty mad at myself I didn't know this sooner. Anywho, through the first couple of corners, the teammates at Petty, GMS, SP, and LRS, they get out to a slight lead. The 47 of Dusty Stud, he's having none of it. Goes to the outside of SP. Let's see if he can't get a better vantage point. Yes, this is a great vantage point for UTLR Kenny, one of my good friends. Calls me affectionately nicknamed Morty by me. He nicknamed me Morty. I appreciate that. I think it's funny. We're going to watch him as he tries to jockey through the mid-pack and just see the carnage that goes on here. He makes a slight tap on load broke as he has D-port in the 7 car to his outside. How tough it is to be a mid-pack car here. Pluto, an even better vantage point on the high side. 5 rows deep. Luke, SP, and Flash on the inside. The outside being led by Dusty. Followed along by Clater, by Mole, and by Ranger. Ranger in that 5 car sliding to the inside of his teammate Pluto. There are 2 abreast, 3 rows deep, and the outside led by Dusty, Mole, and Clater. They're off. Boy, are they running. 36 to go here. There's 36 laps remaining, so you got plenty of time to figure out who the winner of this race is going to be. There's a slim chance it might not even be any of these guys that are in this top 8 right now. As you see the 99 of Crimson stop there. This is the furthest he's been up all day. Good for him so far. Very good for him. Sitting in that 9th place position. Let's see if we can't get back to the battle for the front positions. Here we go. Mole, very good vantage point here from the 24 Exalta Machine. Very beautiful car this is. I wish they actually had some of the 22 or 2023 schemes they ran in here because, man, I would not mind to see that white William Byron scheme or even one of the Raptor schemes in this game. Thankfully, that's what the iRacing game is for in just a year's time. Or under a year's time, the way you look at it, is the outside lane is chug-a-lugging at Auto Club. Dusty going to get his way back to the front, but LRS in the 43 Focus Factor 43 car, piloted by Eric Jones in real life, is not going away too easily, as Mole has help on his backside. That is the 21 of Clater in the Wood Brothers machine. Still side by side, couple rows deep. I actually learned the word abreast from Mike Joy after that big 3-wide finish at Atlanta just a few weeks ago. You guys remember that, don't you? It was a fun time. I'm happy Daniel Suarez won that race. I'm very happy for him. I like to use abreast as much as I can now. It's a fun word to say. Actually, it's a very good sentence enhancer. As Mole going to go to the very outside, Dusty going to be left in the sucker hole at Auto Club. Flash brushes the dirt. The inside going to get stalled out a little bit as we have a caution, I believe. I wonder what the cause was for. I want to assume it was between Brad and or somebody else. So we'll slow it down. We'll get pit stops going. And I myself will have a little bit of time to actually sit down and talk to you guys. You know, I hope your guys' days are going quite well. I really hope your guys' days are going quite well. I hope if you are on spring break, that you are enjoying your spring break. I hope that even if you are out of school, and if you had to work good old job today, I hope you enjoyed your work day. I hope you guys tuning in are enjoying your experience. I know it's a little different hearing me in the booth and not our good friend and my great friend actually, INF. But like I said, I hope that I'm doing the best that I can. He's insanely good at what he does, and I commend him very, very greatly for it. We have pit stops. Mostly everyone's coming in. You would be a fool to stay out. You would not be a very smart individual if you decided to stay out. As you see the two lagged out cars of Drake and Alex in the one car. Drake in the 12. Actually, that's 3 lagged out cars, actually. Excuse me. Everyone's moving around in their pit box, and Alex is dead stagnant. Yep, that poor chap is lagged out. That's unfortunate. Same with the 6 car of Ham Wallets. Come out of the pits now. Looks like LRS is going to beat his teammate out the door. Right out the door. That's a new one. Out the door. That's a new one. Looks like the front. Excuse me. Well, looks like the front 3 remains unchanged. I have a choose cone this time. I believe we're going to be coming to 33 laps to go once we hit the green flag. So, you think about 12 laps to fuel in a run. You can do perfectly 2 pit stops with no worries whatsoever. You can comfortably make it on 2 pit stops. Comfortably, I should say. Comfortably. We're getting ready for the choose cone here. We'll cycle through, see where your favorite, or I guess least favorite driver in the league is lined up. As you see, Flash Champ, the 18. Good friend of mine as well, I would say. He's up in the 5th position. This is the highest up I've seen him all evening. So, very good for him. Let me get out. Yeah, there we go. Let me get out of the Discord VC. Let me make sure that I don't mess with those guys. That I'm not accidentally messing with those guys. Choose cone, as you can see. Flash takes the inside, and a couple other guys decide to come in pit. They want to make sure that they have the most fuel and the best tires possible. As you see, SP and LRS, they both took the inside, forcing Dusty in the 3rd position and in that 43 car to, or not the 43, but the 47 car, excuse me, to take the outside. So of the 19 cars that started, we have 16 remaining, 3 lagged out, and all 16 running are on the lead lap. As you see, only 4 cars lined up on that outside line. And the guys that pitted, they have to go to the back of the longest line. So it is going to be quite the packed house on the inside line, coming to what I would want to hope is the final restart of the night. As much as I like cautions, as much as I like action, Auto Club doesn't need cautions to have action. So let's hope that these boys keep it clean for the remainder of this evening. Only having 1 caution at Auto Club though for cause is very, very good. Control car will be the inside. The 43 of LRS. Let's ride along with Dusty Stud. See how good of a jump he gets compared to the leader. See those strips on the outside. That is your restart zone. We are back underway at Auto Club. LRS got a great restart. Dusty, not the worst restart ever, but not a very good one. Is SP going to peek to the inside already? Let me see if I can't get there. I indeed got there. LRS got himself nice and comfortably to the point. He's taken off. He's back in the lead now. SP in 2nd. Big push from the 47 at Dusty. And the 40s. The 40s. The 43, the 42, and the 47. They've been up here all night long. They've been commanding. Even at the point. They've been in the top 3 I want to say for about 90% of the evening, so props to them. Look at the 5 of Ranger looking to break up this 40s parade. He wants the lead, and he just might get it. From the 4th car in line to the inside, side by side with LRS, he might get it. He'll have assistance from his teammate in the 24 car, Mole. Mole's going to go to the inside, 3 wide for the lead at Auto Club. Mole to the inside, LRS on the outside, Ranger in the middle. Ranger going to try to squeeze the middle, a little bit of contact with that 43 car of LRS. A little bit of a brushed up the wayside is that 43 machine. Oh, contact between Dusty and SP. The inside line is moving. Let's follow along with the race leader, Mole, as we follow along from the front of his car as the pack ravages behind him. 28 laps to go. If you do a little bit of fuel saving, you may only need to make 1 pit stop. I think some guys are taking into account, hey, what if we save enough fuel? Make it only 1 pit stop. How interesting would that be? That we make only 1 pit stop. Because those guys that just pitted, they might have bought themselves an extra lap of fuel to where, hey, you can save fuel. An interesting strategy might be taking place here sooner or later. You see the 19 of High Road splitting his way to the inside. He's going for the lead. Oh, he's going to wash up right into Mole. He's gonna take the lead. Very nice move there by High Road, but the power round on the outside. 47 and the 43, they're going to line right back up with Mole, and High Road is left by his lonesome. That poor sack. Look at SP absolutely diving right in there. Almost dimed the corner. Just about made it stick. As there's now what looks to be a second pack forming. It looks like the front 5 is getting away. Let's get off of this. You know, Thomas the Tank Engine camera, I like to call it. 26 laps to go now at Auto Club. A little bit of contact deep in the pack between Ranger and, I almost said Suarez, like the starting pitcher for the Philadelphia Phillies, Ranger Suarez. That would have been very funny and an amazing blooper on my part. As Ranger gets to the inside of Crimson, who is piloting Daniel Suarez's CommScope 99 car. I really liked this car. It's a shame it got damaged at Las Vegas. It was a very nice machine. I enjoyed it. As yes, it definitely looks like that there is a second pack that is formed. SP and Company. A lot of Chevys. SP and Company. The Chevys. High Road. The Toyota. I believe load broke. Oh my goodness, High Road is absolutely just gone. That will definitely be a caution. Big wreck-it off of turn 2. Ranger's in it. High Road's in it. Load broke is in it. He was pirouetting into the heavens from what I saw. That will be another caution. So any strategy anybody might have had, throw it into the toilet, ladies and gentlemen. We do not have a strategy race any longer. This one does spice things up, however, as with 24 laps to go, you only have to make 1 pit stop for the remainder of this race under green flag conditions. So it's going to be interesting to see as we come into the closing stages of this race. I jinxed him. I feel like I jinxed him. As soon as I said it's been a good race, caution free. Let's see if we can have another. Let's see if we don't. Or let's see if we can keep it caution free. Oh, 6 laps after I say that, there was a caution. But it's Auto Club. You're gonna jockey. You're gonna beat and bang. I'm actually very happy that it hasn't been caution riddled. This is only the second caution for cause tonight. Pits are open this time. I am sure every single driver underneath the planet Venus will pit for tires, for fuel, and to make any minor tweaks should they want to. As you see the 24 of Mole, he's going to lead him into pit road. Let's just take a look-see here. Yep, everyone's pitting. Everyone is, in fact, pitting. Like I said earlier on the last pit stop, you would not be a very smart individual to stay out. It would not be your best course of action to stay out on those bad tires. There's no amount of track position that would ever warrant you staying out at Auto Club. Now, pitting for 2 tires, that's a different story. I don't think anyone's going to pit for 2 tires, but if anyone does, we will know. I'm going to ride along with the man that fell into the pit lane first, Mole. Let's see if he can't come out of the pits first. He is not. He will not be. Dusty Stud will jump him from the 3rd position. Goes +2. So it'll be Dusty in 1st, Mole in 2nd, in 3rd LRS, in 4th SP, and in 5th Flash. It came out pretty similar to the way they came in. They just jostled a couple spots. They flip-flopped a few positions. So the choose cone will be this time. And like I said earlier, taking 12 laps of fuel to a tank, excuse me, it's about 14 and a half roughly. Because you exit the pits with 15, but you hit 14 midway through the back straightaway. So I call it about 14 and a half laps of fuel. Roughly 14 and a half laps of fuel. You call it as you must. And to these 6 of you people that are currently tuned in, hey, hi, hello, how you guys doing this evening? We're in the final stage and the final 25, or actually less than 25 to go here, coming to the what I like to call the sprint when it comes to Auto Club Motor Speedway. I'm calling it Motor Speedway. I don't care. I'm calling it Motor Speedway. This when it's sprint time at Auto Club, when there's no pitting left to do, which we have to make one more green flag pit stop, obviously. The final stint at Auto Club is really fun. A couple guys swerving, faking their way into pit road, like, oh, do I need those extra tires? Excuse me. Anywho, choose cone will be this time. Dusty and Mole take the outside. SP, LRS, and Flash take the inside. Let's scroll back through the field. Let's see who else took the inside and the outside. So for the first time this evening, the control car will be the outside lane, the 47 of Dusty Stud. He will be the one to lead him to the green flag. Just a handful of laps to go, 22 to go. We're going to go green with 21 laps to go here. You would like to think that within the 10 laps to go portion, guys are going to start pitting. However, there is a chance that a caution comes out right before or right in the middle of pit stops. If a caution comes out during the pit portion with, let's say, anywhere from 10 to 6 laps to go, that is going to ruin quite a few guys' evenings. Or will it? It may. It may. It may. It may not. It all depends on whether or not you take the waiver route, which I'm assuming everyone would take the waiver route. You would be a fool to not do such. Coming to green with 21 laps to go. They are in the middle of 3. Coming out of 4, the control car, the 47 of Dusty Stud. Driving is Ricky Stenhouse Jr. He does not drive at all like Ricky Stenhouse Jr. He's a very fast, very clean driver. I'm happy he's starting to win. As they go in those lines, the restart zone, we're underway again in Auto Club. And LRS on the inside got himself quite a nice start on that inside. Very good restart from him. Let's see if we can't watch around from Clater's perspective, but just a few rows deep. Excuse me. Turn to pitch. Oh my goodness, the 24 of Mole is spinning by himself. I just got lagged out of the lobby. Oh no. I just got lagged out of the lobby in the closing stages. That is unfortunate. That, my friends, I'm back in the lobby. I cannot watch the race, apparently. I do not have the option to watch this race. Let me see if Heat 5 just isn't acting like a moron or nothing. I do not believe this is a, I believe this is not a private lobby either. I believe this is a I believe this is a private lobby. Which if it is, this is insanely unfortunate. I will have to alert everybody that, hey, I got lagged out of the lobby. I will have to somehow get an invite, which there will be a caution because of a lag out. Big problem. Big problem. I just lagged out. I believe we are about to get ourselves I apologize, ladies and gentlemen. I apologize. I lagged out at the most inopportune time. According to the drivers, the server itself just lagged completely, so thankfully, I wasn't the only one affected. As you saw, the 24 of Mole, apparently, according to him, he got completely just lagged through. As you saw, there was a big twitch of everybody going into turn 1, so they're going to get a caution. They're going to set the field back up. Excuse me. I'm going to get a invite back to the lobby. We will have ourselves quite the time. We're going to have ourselves quite the time here, ladies and gentlemen, these final laps. Let me reset my game. I'll be right back. Just a couple seconds. So please, if you can, bear with me. Actually, I would rather not, because I don't want to have to deal with potential copyright strikes. Potential copyright strikes with the in-game musics. I don't want to have to worry about that. Excuse me again. They are getting everything situated. I just got my invite from our good friend SP, so here we go. We're coming. Thank you to our good buddy SP for number one streaming his POV of the race, so I know what the ding dong dang is going on, and I'm not clueless in the booth. And for secondly, yep, and I just saw Alex and he lagged out because according to NASCAR servers he was still here. No, my friends, he was gone about 80 laps ago. So, no pit stops, because this is not a caution for incident. This has only happened a few times in, not league history, but in race history, according to Alex himself. Let me just make sure that I can hear myself talk on my own stream. Yes, I am good. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, call me Jason Aldean, because we back. Call us Jason Aldean, because we back. That's a very good song. I think that was a promo for a college football, or for like a college football season. I want to say like 2017, 2018. Might have been NFL. Might have been baseball. I don't know. It was for some sport around that time that song came out. So obviously the field stacked up back together. Gonna be going green with 15 laps to go. And fuel strategy's still in play. Just because I lagged out does not mean that everyone got to pit. Because like we said, this happened before a few weeks ago at Phoenix, where INF lagged out. We threw a caution so he could get himself back into the lobby and continue broadcasting at the end of the race like nothing happened at all. Like nothing happened at all. As Mole, the poor soul that was involved in the crash by his lonesome because of a big server lag, he will start from the very back as the control car, I want to say, is Dusty Stud on the outside in the 47 car. We will find out very quickly. We are back going again here at Auto Club with 15 laps to go. And like I said before, there is no fuel saving. Guys just up the pit, they're still jockeying around. Tomato going to split it 3 wide between he and Deport, the third row deep. He's going to wash it up. A little bit of help from Clater on the 21 car. They're swapping. Jockeying around, trickety-trocking around. I learned that from Thomas the Tank Engine. Trickety-trock. I like that. I like those words. Look at Clater duck and dodge his way through the field. He's gained about 4 or 5 spots already, and he ain't stopping. Clater, the winner of the Auto Club truck race last week. A race that I finished 7th in, which was a little unfortunate, but I'm still above the cut line in the truck series, so that's good. 14 to go now. Clater went from about 10th place up to 3rd now. At the inside is just a few Chevys in line. SP and LRS on the inside. Deport following suit behind them. Let's see if we can't get a little bit of a... We'll follow Pluto along now in this 9 car. Ladies and gentlemen, we have ourselves a little bit of action. The Light Speed Dash. Because between Pluto, LRS, Brad, Ranger, BFL Hack, Clader, and Lodbrok, the leader of the Lightspeed Dash is Pluto. But never fear, LRS, and no longer Clader. Clader, he dropped a little bit, but Clader is still in the picture for the Lightspeed Dash. Clader in the picture. LRS is second in line as he goes to the inside of Flash. Oh, wow, Ranger got into the wall, giving Flash a big shun on that outside lane. We'll go bird's eye view a little bit here. I don't use this camera too often. I don't see anyone use this camera, actually. Kind of a fun camera, but at the same time, it's a little bit useless. It's better to determine close finishes, which I hope tonight, in just a few minutes' time, we have ourselves a close finish. Coming to 12 to go now at the stripe. Or we just hit 12 to go. I thought that was the stripe. That's the problem with the bird's eye camera. That's the Flash champ in that 18 machine. He's got himself to the lead for the first time on the night. On a move by him, he's had help from the 5 car of Mountain Ranger. We'll watch along with Crimson here. See what it's like to be in the mid-pack as you watch the guys in front of him just completely jockey it out. Just look at the mess. Says, yes, guys will begin their final pit stops right now. That is, if there's ever a time to get your final pit stop underway, that time is now. 10 to go now, or 11 to go now, excuse me. Among the ones that pit, Dusty, LRS, SP, Clader, Crimson, and a few others. We will follow along with Tomato and company in the meantime. At the front of the pack, Pluto, Flash, Ranger, Tomato, and good old Corey LaJoy. That is our good friend D-Port Eddie. As I believe they will come into pit this time. That they will. D-Port and Flash decide to stay out. They're going to go one more lap. As you see High Road, you see Mole, you see Brad, and you see Hack come into pit. Coming out of the pits currently, let's follow along with Dusty. He was the first of the leaders to pit with 10 laps to go now. As they've cycled around to 10 laps to go now. The leaders have, that being, D-Port and Flash, who are still yet to pit, but they are coming to pit this time. So the battle for the lead will be determined of how well the guys that pit the last lap come out in relation to Dusty, LRS, and SP. So we will see. As they have hit 10 laps to go, but our leader, Flash, in the 18 car, still out there. 9 laps to go for him. I think he's banking on a caution. If he laps the whole field, and he pits by himself, this means that if a caution were to happen now, and let's say D-Port just finished his pit stop, there's a good chance a lot of people could be left a lap down. As I think Flash is not going to wait any longer. He might come into pit right now. And yes, that is what he is doing. The 18 of Flash finally concedes and slots into the pit lane. As you see, Pluto, of the guys that came in that second group, he was the best of the second group pitters. We have ourselves a 4-man tandem at the front of the pack. The race win. 9 laps to go now here at Auto Club Speedway. I finally said it right. There we go. Pluto going to peek to the inside of SP. Let's see if we can't get a bird's eye, not a bird's eye, but a driver's eye view. We'll get a driver's eye view from SP. 4th in line, why don't we? Let's ride along with the view that he's using the broadcast, that he's broadcasting his own POV with. A little bit of contact between him and Pluto. Pluto peeking to the inside of SP's teammate. Oh, even more contact between those two. As Flash exits pit road, he's going to lose quite a bit of time. He might still be hanging around semi-respectably in the top 10. I would hope so. As Pluto, no help on his own on the inside line. He couldn't go nowhere. SP trying to help his teammate and good friend LRS win the Lightspeed Dash, as Pluto is the only man left that is able to, I guess, quote-unquote, challenge him. It's these two up here in the front 4. Dusty's going for another win in the Cup Series. SP's already locked in. LRS looking to lock himself in with a win. He has yet to win in the Cup Series this year. I believe, as does Pluto. Let me make sure of that before I say too much. Pluto has not locked himself in on a win, neither has LRS. SP, however, has locked himself in. And Dusty, well, he's ineligible for, let's call it, full-time competition. But that does not mean that a win would not feel good for him. A win would feel very, very good for him, I would like to imagine. Coming around now, I believe we are going to see 6 laps to go at the stripe. Yes, we will. Dusty still holding out on SP and LRS, the two teammates, as look at this. And the time that I've spent rambling on about the playoff standings, the pack has been caught. This throws Claytor into the equation for the Lightspeed Dash. This throws Claytor into the equation. We now have ourselves a 7-man workhorse battling for the win here at Auto Club. This is what dreams are made of. A 7-pack finish at a 7-man pack finish at Auto Club. I'm as excited for it as you guys are. 5 laps to go at the stripe. That means no more yellows. So if you wreck, tough luck. You're going to have to deal with it. There's LRS to the inside of Dusty. Claytor behind him. And Tomato behind Claytor. The only 2 Fords in this pack. 5 Chevys, 2 Fords in this pack. Still bumping and banging between these guys up here. They are going no holes barred for the win, and I love it. I absolutely adore it. Dusty maintains, not going completely low, but then again, he does not have to go as low. He can maintain that middle line. 4 laps to go, a little bit of a lag spike, and Pluto bouncing off of SP and a couple others, and Pluto is in the dirt. In the front straightaway grass, he's out of the front pack. Oh, that is a heartbreaker for Pluto if he can't get back up there in time. I don't think he'll be able to. It's now just a 2-man show for the Lightspeed Dash between Claytor and LRS. Just like that, one man's hopes have been dashed as Claytor's going for the lead now. Ladies and gentlemen, get your popcorn ready, as Lane Kiffin said that one time when Alabama blew out Ole Miss. We got a show on our hands. 3 to go now. A big train on the outside teaming up against Claytor. 5-1. Pluto, not Pluto, excuse me. Ranger in that 5 car. He's got a solid vantage point. He's going to get a big draft down the back straightaway from SP. Let's see what he can do, anything with it. Mountain Ranger in that 5 car. He's looking for his first win ever across any series, I believe. I don't think he's won anything. If I'm not mistaken, he has not won anything. Now we are sitting at 2 laps to go. I'm riding along with either Dusty or SP for the remainder of this. As contact between SP and Tomato. Tomato peeking to the inside line. He gets the job done on SP. Cannot quite get the job done on LRS. As LRS and SP, they're going to slide back to Dusty, going to play defense. They're both going to go to the inside. The 2 teammates working against Dusty. And now LRS on his own on the inside. Needs a win to lock himself in. He's pretty good on points. He wants to lock himself in. I would want to also. Coming now to the final lap here at Auto Club. Claytor a little bit far off in the pack. Does he have a chance to come from the far back of this pack and steal a win? About another 40 seconds remaining. Does anyone have anything for LRS? SP's gonna be playing the greatest defense known to mankind. You can best believe that. LRS trying to pull away. He's got to manage 3 lanes of traffic. He goes way low. SP goes with him. Big contact between Ranger and Tomato, spiraling through the tarmac on the inside line. And nobody can challenge him. No moves will be made. Coming out of 3 and 4. LRS, he's gonna do it. He's gonna win it at Auto Club. And he is going to lock himself in to the Cup Series playoffs. And he is your winner of the Lightspeed Dash. What a finish. How's that for a finish? Beating and banging LRS and SP. 1-2 with Dusty Stud in 3rd place. Clater comes home 4th, Ranger 5th, Pluto 6th, Tomato 7th, High Road 8th, Mole in 9th, and Deport rounds out your top 10. How's that for a finish? We will wait for everyone to come across the line, and we will get these interviews scheduled accordingly. Let me go ahead. I can't disconnect because then I lag myself out from the lobby. I will have to wait for the procedures to get done. But how about that? Big win for LRS. He's been talking to me a lot. Just regularly like, man, I've won in the Xfinity Series quite a few times. I've won in the Truck Series a few times. I've even stole 2 wins from you in the Truck Series, Hunter. I've stolen 2 wins from you. But I have not won in the Cup Series. And he was getting a little frustrated. He was getting a little upset about it, and I would too. And no frustration anymore for this man, I don't think. No frustration at all. He got the job done. And his teammate and good buddy SP pushed him right through it. As SP graciously showed me the rest of the order, Brad 11th, 12th Hack, 13th Lodebrook, 14th Flash, 15th Kinney, the only man a lap down in 16th, the 99 of Crimson. So let me get LRS, SP, and Dusty along board for the interviews. How's that for an Auto Club finish, everybody? How about them apples? I hope you guys enjoyed that as much as I did. I hope you guys enjoyed that finish as much as I did. That was a ton of fun. You poor sack, I bet you didn't. You unfortunate man. Golly. Y'all made it entertaining for me. Mo said y'all were going to make it entertaining, and y'all made it entertaining. That was quite a fun race. Of all tracks to be my first race back at broadcasting, I'm glad it was this one. Boy, y'all made it fun. I love Auto Club. I would have loved to be a part of it, but I'm just as happy to, call it. Yo. Can you include your audio? Oh. Okay. Okay. My fault. Mute everyone, Twisty. Game 10. Who do I did. How do I make sure you include your audio again? I'm stupid.
You click the stream, go down. I think it says options, and then on the top it says party audio.
Okay, more options. Okay. You guys can now include your audio as you see fit. Thankfully, mine was included the entire time. At first, I thought it wasn't, but then I checked midway through stage 3 to ensure it was, and yeah, it was. So, good. I'm happy about that. So, how do we typically do this? Do we typically go third to first like usual?
Yeah, you can go first to third or third to first, however you feel like it. Or you can go second, third, second. I don't know. Yeah, who cares?
I am not doing second, third, first. That is just ugly. I will go ahead and just do it the prototypical NASCAR way. I will go first to third. I will do it the way I've always watched it being done. So starting it off with the winner of the Auto Club, I'm just going to call it that. The winner of the Light Speed Dash. He finally locks himself into the playoffs. I'm surprised I'm saying this at this point in the season. LRS, my buddy, do you got a copy?
Hello, HD. How are you doing?
I'm doing quite swell. This was an absolute blast. I have grinned for the last 38 minutes. Yeah, this is great. But anyways, LRS, Luke, dearest friend, my buddy, man, you were pretty much in the top 5 almost all night long. Even during pit strategies, you cycled your way back up to the top 5. In fact, the 3 of you, I don't think, really left the top 5 that much at all tonight. Very good night from all 3 of you, but LRS, how does it feel to finally lock yourself into the playoffs after many months of what seemed uncertainty that you would even, essentially win your way into the playoffs?
Yeah, man. I finished second 4 times in the Cup Series this season, and I have not won in these next gen cars. That's my first win. But before I I go into a little rant, I do need to thank SP and Dusty. They both raced phenomenally. The whole race was raced phenomenally by everybody else, but especially those two. We worked well together, all three of us, the entire race. And just all glory to the man above, like you would say, HD. Gotta thank him. Gotta thank Alex for putting on a great league. So fun. I've never raced a race similar to that one where we were 2x2 the entire race and kept it clean, especially up front. It was just so fun. And to get my first next gen win at Auto Club, I don't know if you know this, but this might be our last race at Auto Club, and for some reason, all of my wins come on the tracks when we raced them last. So, that's kind of crazy.
I knew you had that Alex Bowman DNA in you.
But yeah, Dusty had a great car. He worked so well with us all night. I was pushing him really well. I knew when I saw Clater coming on the inside, I had to make a move. It didn't work on Dusty. He used the top, and then with 2 to go, I had to make the run because you can't wait till the last second. I've always preached that, especially on super speedway races. You cannot wait till the last second. You have to make your move, and if it doesn't work, you'll have time to do it again. You always need that backup plan. I didn't need it. It worked. And Dusty and SP worked so well with me. Mole, unfortunately, I don't really know what happened to him. Apparently, he had lag. But yeah, I'm not going to go on too long of a rant. Finally, freaking won a cup race. I won in all 3 series this year. I think me and SP are the only ones to do that. So just thank you to everybody. Very excited to finally be locked in the playoffs. I don't have to worry about it. And now I just get to stack on more.
Well, my man, you certainly earned it. Like you said, 4 second places. The I guess domination in the lower series, like you said. Still a little salty about Chicagoland and the trucks, but we move past that. Regardless, you've had yourself an incredible season. I'm happy you found your way into the victory lane in the next gens, because of all people that deserves a win when it comes to these cars, it's Mr. Second Place himself. So, congratulations. I hope you can finally change the luck and change the stigma around Mr. Second Place, because you're much better than the second place driver. Awesome job tonight, man.
Yeah, thank you, HD. And we go to Dover next week. I'm pretty good there, so I'm really excited. The next few races are looking really fun. But yeah, thank you, HD, for doing this with INF out of the booth. The first time he's out of the booth, and he can't even see me win. But yeah, but thank you again.
Maybe I need to broadcast more often.
Oh yeah.
Anywho, let me mosey on down outside of victory lane. Let me get through the thousands of sponsors swarming me. Let me mosey my way over to the second place driver and team and your teammate, SP, my buddy. Do you got a copy?
Yeah, I got a copy.
SP, like I aforementioned earlier, you 3 did not leave the top 5 hardly at all. You yourself probably had the most adventurous night of the 3. You were probably down in like 9th, 10th in the beginning of the first, at the very beginning of the race. You were jockeying through the field. Then once you got to the front, you stayed up front with these guys. You had yourself a very good night, bagged a lot of points. You pushed your teammate to a win. So how you feeling? Genuinely, how you feeling after a good second place run?
Yeah, I mean, I'm feeling pretty good. Luke's helped me a lot get wins, and it was time for me to repay the favor. I was pretty much committed. Whatever Luke wanted to do, I was with him the whole time, and, that's kind of how he won there. And, we had a nice little side-by-side coming to the line. I was trying to have a little fun there, couldn't really make a move there at the end, but yeah. I mean, my night was pretty straightforward and very freaking interesting. I got wrecked early stage 1, dropped back, and then I did some SP strategies, was able to finish 3rd and 4th with Luke, pushed him, because Luke was out of fuel, and I said, you know what, I'll pull aside, I'll help him out, and I pushed him when he was sputtering, and he got 3rd, I got 4th in stage 1, and then we just had good pitch strategy going into stage 2, and we pretty much worked with Dusty all night, like Luke mentioned, and kind of count Dusty as a little bit of a teammate, because he's the 47, 42, 43, we really don't got an extra person to help us out. Dusty's kind of that one dude that we can kind of, rely on here and there if we need some help. He's, willing to work with us and, appreciate that. But, I mean, yeah, whatever Luke wanted to do, it was either push Dusty to the win or have Luke get his first win of the year. And Dusty's won this year. Luke hasn't, so it was pretty obvious what Luke was going with. I just stuck with him, and yeah, I mean, night was great. 1-2 in stage 2, won the race and second place and a third place too with Dusty. So I mean, can't complain about that. This was probably one of our team's best races of the season for sure. I mean, we really worked hard for this. Luke's not been the greatest to the start of the season, but I told the chat before we started, he's starting to catch a flame here, and you don't want to see Luke very hot in the playoffs because trouble's going to be coming. But yeah, good night overall for us. We're looking forward to going to Dover next week, and we'll use this momentum forward as the team, and we'll see if we can get a win there.
Well, I did kind of call Dusty your obligatory teammate in the race. I called you guys the Trip 40s. I called you guys the Trip 40s. I don't know if that nickname's going to stick, but when I'm in the booth, you will affectionately be called the Trip 40s. Congratulations, SP, on your second place run. Obviously, great night for Petty GMS plus Ricky Stenhouse Jr., I guess. So, awesome job for you two, for, I guess, the three of you. And
yeah, for sure.
Like you said, Dover next week. To keep the momentum rolling.
Yeah, thank you,
awesome job.
Thank you for broadcasting, stepping
You're
away
welcome.
for the race for once, and having fun in the booth. Can't wait to go watch this back.
Alrighty, my man Dusty Stud. Oh boy, I'm gonna start tearing up in this interview because it seems like you're always in the top 3, and when you just start winning, you're brought back down to earth. Like, man, I didn't win. I don't want to have to go back to this second, third place crap. I'm getting sick of it. Regardless, do you have a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
I mean, you were the class. I will say, like I said, the three of you were the class of the field. You yourself, my man, I think you led the most laps. I want to say you led at least 40 or 50. You were the man tonight, commanding the lead, commanding multiple lanes at one time. And I picked you to probably win this race. I was thinking in my mind, I think he's going to continue this hot streak. You're just 2 spots short, but regardless, you had yourself an amazing night tonight, man. How you feeling?
Good. Not getting the win sucks, but being able to work with 42 and 43 all night. So just knowing that when I get straightened out, both of them are right there, right behind me, picking up my draft and keeping with it. So yeah, it was always good to work with them.
Like I said, you guys, class of the field. I've said that 7 different times. I need something new. Yeah. Regardless, very good job tonight, man. It does suck that you weren't able to, I guess, lock down the win, but you have won yourself quite a few races this year.
Can't complain about a race like that.
Oh no, that was one of the best races I've ever watched. It's a shame I couldn't race it, but I'm very happy I got to broadcast. It was a ton of fun. You guys put on a good show, and Dusty, congrats on another third place, man. Mr. Consistency.
Yep, thanks.
Alrighty, well, that being said, do we have any more closing comments from the top 3 you guys heading into Dover next week?
Pineapple does not belong on pizza.
No,
yes,
it does.
Sir.
It does. I maybe from California, but it does.
Preach it.
No, it does.
Say it louder. All right, before we get into an 87 centuries long rant about what condiments we should be putting on our foods, I am very happy you guys got to hear me in the booth tonight. This was fun to do. I want to say I'll be doing it again once playoff time rolls around. You'll get to hear me and INF rally off of each other, so it's going to be fun. With that being said, thank you for tuning in to the UTLR Cup Series on UTLR Live at the Auto Club Motor Speedway. I'm calling it Motor Speedway. I don't care. Tune in next week at Dover, the Monster Mile, where INF will be back in his broadcasting saddle. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys have a very good night. God bless, my friends, and we will see you next Wednesday. Tune in tomorrow night to the Xfinity race at the Charlotte Roval. I will be racing in that. It will be a ton of fun. So, like I said, God bless. Enjoy your evenings. And this is H.D. Morton, Hunter Dowling, Charlie Morton, as he's also called, signing off. Good night.